Good morning, everybody. In continuation to my lecture yesterday, I will throw more light on the relevance of public sector in the context of India, that is our beloved country. You go to any public sector, what a massive infrastructure they have created and how much they have looked after the people and how much they have contributed to the development of the nation. It is unparalleled. This private sector stands nowhere. In most of the private sectors, they are not at all suiting to the our country's condition, where more than 80 to 90 crore people, they are living below the poverty line. They are struggling for two square meals. There is no medical treatment available to the people. All that the government is making a statement about Ayushman and all that in a country, all these statements are, most of the statements are just false. People are not getting anything. And you take the case of these private sectors, what facilities they are giving to the people, those who are working there in most of the organizations. Wherever the government is not contributing, there is almost no contribution to the welfare of the employees, those who are working in the private sector. Even in the capital, you go to Delhi, you go to private hospitals, you go to any private sector, there is absolutely very few organizations are even following the government regulations. There is hardly any provident fund. They are giving their own contribution. The so-called this package for funda, which they have borrowed from multinational companies, it is horrible. That package includes everything, but when you take the total take-home salary for the employees in the private sector, it comes less than that of a peon working in the public sector. It is definitely a disaster for the nation, disaster for the citizen of this country, and I don't know in whose interest this privatization is going on. Your incompetence and incapability to manage an organization, and that to successfully running organization, are being in a systematic manner are being brought to a stage where they are trying to convince to the nation that there was absolutely no other option other than that to privatize. They claim that one person who owns one bus, after 3 years he becomes an owner of three buses. Is it not their managerial skill which is making them owner of 3, 4 buses? It is the corruption, it is the blood sucking of the people that is making them that powerful and that much. They are not at all successful. They are not the administratively very strong people. They are not genius. What they are doing is they are just not investing even a single penny on the welfare of the people. No provident fund, no gratuity, no medical, no leave travel concession, no pension. It doesn't take more than 5 minutes for most of the people, those who are working in the private sector, to be sacked. Performance. What is this performance? Performance, when it doesn't suit you, you just fire that person. You don't, and they have not to waste even 5 minutes to clear his dues because they have not to pay anything. That package formula, it is really very, very much painful. It is killing the people. But how can a nation like India, which has been founded by Mahatma Gandhi, the father of the nation is Mahatma Gandhi, where such type of cruelty is existing? I can say you that there is no government, I do not know, there are n number of rules, every year they are passing, every acts are being passed, and none of these rules are being followed in letter and spirit. Most of the rules are being used only, they are just in the rule book, and once you enter their establishment, they are a government in themselves. The rules of the most of the cases may the rules of the private sector which they have made up as per their convenience, that is being implemented. And unfortunately, there is no place to represent. Where to go? I am just asking a question. If an employee working in a private sector is sacked, where should he go? Can he take a legal remedy? The cost of taking the legal remedy is so much by the time the relief comes, the man may die. There is no social security in the country. No social because no because there is no social security in the country. During this corona period, people were they are not given this free ration to 80 crore rupees, 80 crore people in the country. There would have been a anarchy in the country. Unfortunately, and whatever the systematically well profit making organizations, they are being killed. They are being systematically being eliminated. Even one of the best running organization, Life Insurance Corporation of India, that is also I have heard they are also being that also is being systematically brought to the private sector. I don't know who is advisor, where are we heading for. It is really very very sad. For today, I will be able to, I am ending my lecture here itself. I will continue to brief the people in my next lectures. Please look into it. My request to all the people, please look into it. And next time I will further explain the present scenario. It is a really, I am just telling you, privatization is no panacea for all our ills. It is the only proper management. So with this I end. Kindly subscribe to my channel, kindly comment to my channel, and thank you very much.